Hey everybody! One of my goals for the new year is really to post a new video every week, and in last week's video I showed you how I grow Scotch bonnet peppers from seed all the way to harvest. Well, those plants ended up doing really well. I was getting some huge harvests off of them by the end of the season, so I figured for this week's video it was fitting to show you how I preserve peppers by vacuum sealing and then freezing them. This is the amount of Scotch bonnet peppers I would get from those plants every few days, which is obviously too many to use in a reasonable amount of time before they go bad. So we're going to preserve them by vacuum sealing and freezing them. First, we're just going to give them a really good wash to remove any dirt or spider webs or anything that might have gotten on them outside. Then I'm just going to remove the stems before giving my peppers a rough chop. I just chop them into halves or quarters so that they'll fit together well when the bag vacuum seals. I'm also inspecting the inside of each to make sure I don't have any that have gone bad with rotten seeds or anything like that. But then I have all of my beautiful fresh peppers in the vacuum seal bag and ready to seal. The vacuum sealing part is actually really easy. I just insert the open end of my bag into the vacuum sealer tray, then close the lid and turn the handle to the operate position. I'm giving everything a little massage here to make sure it spreads out and vacuum seals nice and flat so that it'll go in my freezer well. And then I've got my vacuum sealer in dry goods mode and just hit the vacuum button. And now we'll see all that air leaving the package, shrinking it down quite a lot actually. And it's nice without the air in there. Those peppers won't get any freezer burn or spoil. Once the air is out, the seal light on the vacuum sealer will begin to blink, letting you know that it's heat sealing the bag. And once that seal light and the vacuum light both go out, right there, you'll know that your bag is sealed and ready to go. It is really crazy just how much this compacts the peppers into this small, efficient package, makes good use of freezer space, and without that air in there, it will last quite a long time while frozen. I've actually had some that have lasted over a year like this, but I do always date mine just so I know how long it's been in there, as well as put the number of peppers on the package itself so that I know how many I'm thawing out when I go to use them. Here's one I did about last week with 30 more Scotch bonnets in it, and it's nice and frozen solid, just in a little brick that stacks nicely in the freezer. When you go to use the peppers, it is really hard to defrost just a partial bag and break individual peppers off. So I would recommend freezing them in multiples that you'll use them in. For example, I use about 16 white Fatalis to make a batch of sauce. So here I have frozen them in multiples of that in just nice little bags. But I hope this video helps. Thanks so much for watching, and subscribe if you haven't.